Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. I've just gotten back from watching the first 3 episodes of the Netflix series The Witcher with the boyos, and I wanted to give a little review of what I thought the episodes were like. I have read the books. I have not played the game. Well, I haven't played the third game. Played the first and second games. Looking forward to playing Wild Hunt, but I honestly wanted to wait just until all of this Netflix hype, all of the Witcher hype and everything. I just want to get in the mood to play. I felt like this is the time. So that's my experience in The Witcher, and so take that into consideration. So now that being said, The Witcher was pretty good, pretty close to the book, I'd say. There was some things that casting wise I don't really think made the most sense. It's nice to have good-looking people, and it's nice to, sex sells, I guess. I see some criticisms of this. It's like, oh, it's like Game of Thrones, where they just, try and use titties and, stuff to distract you. And, some of the actors do look good when, the character in the book is more of a nerdy person, and they make him this kind of, like, hot black guy. It's like, all right, okay, I guess it's nice to have a nice looking mochaccino man to eye candy, but it doesn't exactly make sense to me right now. Or if you know the book, you'll understand. I'm gonna try and keep it spoiler free. If I do end up getting spoilers, I'll put it in the title. But as of right now, it's spoiler free. So I think my biggest criticism of the show is the time skips, because they don't explain any of the stories at all. They don't tell you that they're doing different stories. They don't tell you that they're doing different times. They're just skipping the fuck around, and you just kind of have to figure it out or look it up. I guess you could just look it up and just see, oh, it's time skipping, but then you risk finding spoilers. Like, it seems just really weird to me that they wouldn't give some sort of frame, some anything. Like, give me at least a fucking transition, Give me a transition that tells me, oh, if I'm transitioning if I'm going to be going back, 50 fucking years or something, give me a little fucking transition side that says, 50 years later, Fucking Christ, come on. So, that casting a little bit, and really, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, the acting itself is good. The characters, with the exception of the fact that it's casting the people that made the decision to put them in the role. It's a little questionable, but the people that are in the roles, once they're in the roles, they're great. I think all of the characters were well acted. I really do like Henry as Geralt. I mean, he sounds like the guy in the audiobooks without the Scottish accent, so I love it. I mean, he's almost got it. I mean, maybe they might modify his voice, maybe, but he just seems like he's got that. It's just got a very, like, deep Geralty voice, kind of husky. Fuck. Like, yeah, 'cause it's not like he's not saying like fuck. He's saying like fuck, like huck. But like he's got like a weird, like, he almost has like an echo to his voice. Geralt, I'm the Witcher. But I mean, I really do. I think that he's a pretty good Geralt. You know, oh yeah. How could I forget? Oh my god, how could I fucking forget? So the costumes and wardrobe and the weapons and some of the accessories and things like that, 1,000,000, 100,000,000% have problems with that. Oh my god. I mean, I know you guys, if you haven't read the book or played the game, I guess you don't care, but for the people that have played the game or read the books, I mean, it's just like, it's honestly it's just a little annoying. I mean, I'm not sure if this is a spoiler or not. I really don't think so. So I'm going to say it and keep this tag as a spoiler-free tag, because I really don't think it impacts much at all. It's not like, oh wow, oh, he could use magic. Whoa, look how he could use magic. But in the books, the magic powers he had came from the amulet. It was a big source of what let him, use fucking magic. And in the show, it just seems like, I mean, unless they go and explain it, so far they just kind of say, "Oh, yep, he's got it." It's just, yep, he's just got it. And it's like, okay. I mean, like, I guess, like, it's not like anybody knows any different, but I mean, was it that bad? Did it not make sense the way he like used magic? I don't know. And plus it looked cooler and it just sounded cooler. Like, he had incantations. I guess they're not exactly practical, but it sounds fucking cool, hearing Geralt go, you're like, Fusroja! Boom! Or like, having like a sick pendant that, is like this big fucking massive silver wolf fucking head, because he's fucking Geralt the White Wolf of Rivia, fucking A, but instead, he's got this little whatever. So, there's definitely some criticisms there. And definitely the time skip thing gets to me. But so far, episodes 1 through 3, very much liking it. Probably going to watch episode 4 before I go to bed tonight. Going to let this video render and let that go away. I'm going to see how it, lines up. I don't think this is spoilering it because you haven't read any of this stuff, most likely. And if you have, then obviously it's not a spoiler because you fucking read it. So the episodes so far... they're doing some stories from the second book, or I'm sorry, the first book, which is the second novel, I think, and then the other episodes have been from the short story collection, the Sword of Destiny, I believe. The Last Wish, I'm sorry, the Last Wish. Sword of Destiny was the first one. So I think it's a pretty good show. I think you should watch it, even if you have no experience, with anything The Witcher. I think you'll just enjoy it that much more because you're not going to be like, like thinking like, oh, what the heck. But I think it was a pretty good, as far as for me, like what I imagined in my head and with the games, and it's playing out how I would want it to play out. And there might be some fucking weird time skips here and there, and there might be a couple of things that are a little cheesier, but I think overall I'm pretty pleased. Honestly, I'm enjoying it. I really hope it gets more. I don't think it's a new Game of Thrones or anything like that. I think that people who think that are ignorant and did not watch Game of Thrones, and people that did watch Game of Thrones are going to watch this, and they're going to see that it's not the same. However, it is good, it has potential, and the only thing similar, I guess, to Game of Thrones is that you could, continue doing it for, a few years. It's like this is something that you could make a multiple season. You could make this a fucking 5, 8, 10 season show. You could follow these characters for years. It's set up to that. There's fucking story for years. I mean, they could really take this as far as they want to go, and I hope they really do take it as far as they can go, because hey, I mean, it was sick. And I say go watch it. First 3 episodes, I give them a solid 7 out of 10. Strong 7 out of 10.